Hey everyone, this is Ryan with Vapor Hunting Technologies. Today I just kind of wanted to make a brief video discussing the differences between our Robo-IQ and the Gladiator. Now, as you all know, the Gladiator has been out for a while. We have a lot of those machines that are actually in use, and from what we've heard, they're incredibly beneficial. That being said, they are quite simplistic in their nature, so you just have one actuator that's going up and down the side that holds your blast gun, and then you've got your turntable in the center that you actually place your part on. It does have two modes that are programmed into it, those being rotary blast and index blast. Rotary blast operates by one completion of the turntable. It steps up the set amount that you have on your actuator on the side. This is really good if you're doing stuff like transmission housings, engine blocks, because it's just going to give you a very good outer blast of the entire part. And then we also have the index blast. So it'll actually move up the increment that you specify. It'll blast up and then come back down and then step the amount that you have programmed into the turntable. There is going to be a machine that takes full advantage of this in the future. To expect to see that soon, kind of early next year is the plan. That's going to be quite a feature-packed machine, and we're trying to keep the price pretty low for you guys. But again, the Gladiator itself is very good because it's very simplistic. So again, if you're doing anything like remanufacturing of transmission housings, engine blocks, it's so simple because you don't have to have someone standing there to actually operate it. You just put the part in, you put in its extremities, so it's all done in inches, you put in extremities, and then it blasts that part for you guys hands-free. It does have a rinse cycle that you can program in the amount of time you want it to do, so it will rinse that part down afterwards. That way when you pull it out, it's clean and ready to go. The robot, by comparison, is more difficult to get up and running with because you do have to actually program it. But the amount of mobility that the robot provides is otherworldly. I mean, you truly have full access to every part of your part when you put it in there. So if you need to get up underneath a lip, if you need to go on top of the part, if you need to pull back in certain areas, I mean, you truly have the freedom of programming, and it's very good because it's adaptable. So let's say you switch parts if you're doing something like blades inside of a turbine and you have different sized blades. You can easily create a program that adapts to those blades, and you can just select the type of blade that you're putting in the robot. That's where it becomes very beneficial, and it's really good for keeping tight tolerances. So if you need to stay a certain distance away from the part, it can do that because you'll actually tell it where to hit. Currently, there are two ways to program our robot. One is through the actual HMI. So it's the teach pendant that comes with the robot. It's very simple. It's just the one that comes preloaded. Currently, we are using a Doosan robot as they offer excellent repeatability, and they are also incredibly robust. And they also pair very well with the servo that we're adding. That way you guys have exact precision when it comes to that turntable as it's rotating. But again, they're very easy to program because they're collaborative. So these robots are actually made for you guys to interact with. And this is not a machine that's black boxed. So again, it's very adaptable. If there's a change that you guys need to make on your end, you absolutely can do so. You can create new programs, and if you can operate a computer, you can most definitely operate this robot. Again, we will show you guys how to operate it if you look into purchasing a robot, and we can also create programs for you. And the other way we have it is kind of a third-party solution. It's a software to where you can actually create it on the computer, the program that is, and then you can just upload it to the robot. It's very good, for instance, if you guys have a part and you have it 3D modeled, we can create the program and essentially send that program to you guys, or you can create it on the computer if you have engineers that just want to pull that model in. That way you're not having to take up time to actually program it at the robot. It can be done on the computer and then sent to it. So both of these machines have their purposes. The Gladiator is something that you can set up in your shop and have running almost immediately. The robot does take a little bit more setup time, but its adaptability is really where it comes into play. We're kind of branding it as low-cost adaptive automation because that's truly what it is. You can take any size part and put it in there. Currently, as far as indexing goes, again, the robot is truly the only part that can do that because it can actually maneuver around the part that you have in there if you have multiple on the turntable. But again, we do have plans to implement something of that nature in the Gladiator soon. If you guys have any questions about these two machines, please leave them in the comments below. I'll also have a form link down there that you guys can fill out if you want to get more information on these machines. And expect to see a lot more of these in the future. We have plans to bring these to their full capacity. But we are very excited here at Vapor Haunted Technologies, and we hope you are as well. Also, if you have any questions, you can reach us at 828-202-5563. I hope you guys find this video informative and have a great day. Peace.